Maybe you heard about it, maybe you haven't, but I joined the Hell Hades free-to-play challenge and it is amazing. And today we're gonna talk about all the good things, why it is actually good to free-to-play in this game, because there are many things that are really nice to do in the game, and when you actually start the game and everything is cool, and we gotta talk about it because that keeps us motivating in the game. But not only that, I got my team partner in here, HWZ. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome, Bronco. Thanks for having me on the channel, and gonna be good to talk about some of the good in doing a free to play. You know, I've been playing the game for some time, and I have not exactly been free to play, so just good to get a feel for this. Now, this is my first time doing a challenge.
Yes, we maybe have forgotten how it feels to be a free-to-play player, and today we're gonna talk about the good things, but also we have been talking about the bad things because there are bad things in the game on HWC's channel. You all should check it out. It was a really great time with him, and let's talk about the good things. You wanna go ahead or should I?
You can go first.
Okay, then let's talk about the first thing, what made our life really nice on the beginning. The free regear thingy. So you can just use your free regears. What I did, I actually regeared my food to have gear because it was actually something we could do just because we were able to just freely regear them. And did you actually use it?
Yeah, quite a bit. So those first few missions where we have to like equip attack percentage on champions or what have you, I think it was beneficial for that because we had to keep swapping artifacts around. So I definitely saved a bit of silver there because we know how hard it is to keep silver at the start because
Yes.
everything costs so much to upgrade. They have missions and challenges telling you need to upgrade this and upgrade that, upgrade 12 artifacts to level 8, upgrade artifacts to 16, and it drains your silver. And we're not really used to that because we generally have silver for the most part, so the free regear was definitely helpful.
Yeah, especially on the beginning when you actually don't have too much silver. You want to keep every single coin of them, just keep them for yourself and you will be good. So you can actually put your silver in the good stuff, like the gear you actually want to use and stuff, or mixing up a poison keep or something. You got something in your pocket and it's always cool to have it. And I wish that would be there for everybody who's actually doing a new account for himself and they have it for like a week or maybe a month or something. That would be actually really nice for new players.
Definitely, I agree.
But
it's such a blessing.
But we also got a couple more things on the list. You want to go ahead and let's talk about the next thing.
Yeah, so the next thing would be the fact that we're getting a free login legendary champion, which is actually a really good champion. So that's going to be beneficial for everyone doing the challenge because we can't use any legendaries that we pull from shards. So perfect time to be starting the free-to-play challenge right now while we get a free legendary.
Yes, always really nice if you start the game and you know, hey, in 7 days I get a legendary who's actually really nice and we can actually use him because he's not really bad or something. He's one of the top thingies you can have on the beginning because he has good things like a decreased defense, you want it, and he hits really hard, that's what you want for clan boss, and everything is like super nice. And yeah, maybe if we wouldn't have that champion right here, we couldn't even progress in the game so far, and that will be available for so long that actually new players in the future will also get the champion right here, and that will be awesome.
Yeah, man, I agree, and it's a great champion. So they've actually been doing really good with the login champions over the last year.
Yes,
all the login
they actually
champions
did.
have been great.
I agree, totally. Like Sun
Compared
Wukong,
to
Artak, they're all amazing and you can always use them. I still, on my pay to win account, still use them, so that means something. And
Yeah,
I will actually
definitely.
use that champion too. He will be in my list and I will use him.
Yep. So what do we have next actually?
The next one is really nice because if you casual the game, in the beginning you have so much energy that you actually never run out of it. So you can actually play the game for many hours, just do what you kind of have to do for the missions and stuff, and you are in the game, you're doing it, and it's not like you have to wait or something because your energy is running out all the time. So you can actually do those missions, and yeah, it is cool. And how did you spend your energy?
For the most part, I spent energy doing missions and challenges, but I got kind of sidetracked trying to beat people's times because I still wanted to be a bit competitive in the competition because
Yes,
we
I
do
get
want to
you.
win. So I did waste quite a bit of energy just going off and seeing what the leaderboards look like and then trying to just beat people's times. But for the most part, I, progressed the campaign. I pushed as many missions as I could for Arbiter because definitely want to get Arbiter. But I agree, you get a ton of energy at the start. Anyone not, doing a challenge or not really rushing through things is going to be able to stack a good bit of energy at the beginning. And if you're not rushing through it, you should have energy for a while.
Yes, obviously we had to rush the game, and it's not okay. I have a little bit of energy left right now. I haven't progressed too much. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. But we have to. I will do it today. Don't worry. I will spend them all. I will rush the game. But if you just casual play the game for 1 or 2 hours a day, on the beginning you have such a blast just going over there, doing your thing, just yeah, you have something in your pocket you can actually use in the beginning, and it's all cool, and you don't have to wait for anything. But we got more on the list
Yeah,
because there is
definitely.
more. Let's talk about what's next on the list.
So the next is actually going to be the Forge. Now I'm
Uh,
not sure what your
yes.
Forge
Mhm.
looks like, but getting gear is hard early game. When you're
Yeah,
first starting out,
my forge is not even open.
your Forge isn't open yet, man. Come on, get on it.
Yes, I gotta do it today because yeah, the forge is amazing. We will get the best gear like in the game. I still do it on my pay to win account. That is like the best thing in the game. You can get so good gear.
And at the start, it usually open whatever faction that you have chosen your starter champion for. That faction is usually open in faction wars. So like I chose Kale, Dark Elves open, and I get to, go do some faction wars. So I've actually crafted a few pieces of 5-star resilience and perception already.
Oh, and that helps amazingly on the beginning. A 5-star piece in your hand. It does not even matter which kind. Okay, if it has like defense, gloves or something, base stats, flat stat, okay, maybe, but every single piece can really help you. Even that on the beginning, it probably will help you out so much if you just get your hands on a 5-star piece. It's amazing.
Yeah, because you get that, those bonuses, HP defense percentage for resilience. You get 40 accuracy and speed for perception. So very, very helpful. Even if it's a flat stat,
On the early beginning, it
could be
will
still
help you. Yes, it will. It is.
Yeah.
So the forge is amazing, and it will be the best thing for you ever. So don't miss your faction wars and your arena, because that will be the best gear farm thing for you, to be honest. Nothing better than perception gear. On the early beginning, nothing better. We got more on the list. We got more. Let's talk about promo codes, because they are actually amazing. I choose for my account a Deacon, and he is amazing. He can help you so much, and you just have to type in a few words into your promo code and you will get him. And that wasn't a thing when we actually started the game, so we were just stuck to Kale and nothing else. And yeah, on the end we can now get our hands on juicy champions who can actually help us. But who did you take as a starter?
So I actually chose Allure as a starter just because as my epic promo code, I chose Allure because I feel like it's gonna really help me in Fire Knight. I know early game Fire Knight is really
She
hard,
is a
and
cheat code. Come on, bro. She will. Yes, you're
she's
right.
gonna be so helpful. And then like turn meter on the A1, I feel like it's gonna be helpful. Everywhere that you can decrease turn meter, because if we're not bringing a lot of damage, if we don't have a whole lot of control, just controlling the turn meter alone could be a massive deal for my account. So I kind of wanted to take advantage of that. But Deacon also does some turn meter, so people who chose Deacon will benefit as well. But in addition to these, for the people who are, not necessarily following the challenge rules, so like the people in the community who are,
yes, they
might
can
just
get
be doing
themselves a
it free to
Sun
play.
Wukong if they
get a
want
Sun
to.
Wukong.
That's
Exactly.
in a promo code, and he's like amazing. He was one of those 7-day login champions before, and everybody got one, and he's meta these days for arena.
Exactly.
So he hits hard, he gives you cool things you can work with, and you will just get him for free, and he's already on level 50. Like, if you want to. The thing is about, we got promo codes now. You actually should use them if you go on a new account, because they are amazing these days. We did not have the chance to actually use them, but you can just use them and get further in the game than you actually have before. So that's actually super nice. And what do we got? I think the last point, and then what do we got next?
So lastly, we are learning from this experience ourselves, so it's been good to just dive in and kind of play the game how the average player plays the game, right? Because we're whales. People consider us whales, krakens, what have you. We usually we rush through everything. We buy the packs, we get the champions, we have the gear. So we're actually learning from this experience, and we're going to be able to share a ton of good things with the community, coming up with new comp ideas, new synergies with champions that you don't generally see, because we're going to be using predominantly epics and rares. You're going to see very few legendaries on all of these accounts that are being used. So I think that a lot of good will come from this for the community, because now we really dove in and we're playing how the average player is playing the game.
Totally right. Sometimes we're just losing connection to how it is to actually not have all the things. You can just rock with it. For example, I do endgame really easy, but I don't get the struggle how it feels to free-to-play player in the mid-game doing Dragon 20 or something. I just don't have that experience anymore, and I just don't feel it. And if maybe on the end I gain something out of it, so I can actually make those experience to new videos based for newer players, and they are actually good for them, because I know what I'm talking about, because I just did it, and not like just out of memories and stuff. So on the end we will get bunch of information for ourselves, for you guys out of there, and just know how it feels again to just not have everything in the game, or almost everything, like a Kraken and stuff. So I think that was everything we had to talk about. The good things, there are more than you actually think, and everybody of you can actually pick out 1 or 2 more things in the game which are actually good for you, and you just enjoy, and don't lose the enjoyment in the game. It's just, don't stress yourself out on the end, and you will enjoy the game even further than you thought. And we will end up the video now. HWZ, do you wanna say anything else before we head out?
Yeah, man, thanks for having me on again. I really appreciate you taking the time out. Guys, be sure to subscribe to Bronco if you haven't. If you're just watching this video and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to him. He's got awesome content, and we're gonna kill it in the free play challenge, man. I can't wait to win.
And you all really should check out HWZ. I will put a link in the description. Sorry about that, and I will put the link in the description. You should check him out. We also did a collab on his site, on his channel, and we were talking about the bad things, because there are bad things, and you might get one or 2 of them for yourself, And that was everything. Don't forget to press the like button, and have a nice day.